There's red sources in here. Relax. Don't do it. Alright, so we need this to get our red source. But I want to cast the Glittering Wish this turn. So you can play the Fountain, you can play the Garden. It doesn't matter. Life total's pretty irrelevant in this matchup because they're kind of an all-or-nothing deck. The Vizera Seer, Revelark, Mog Fanatic, Loop. It's kind of an all-or-nothing. So you grab the Ascendancy. And again, if he, you know... Next turn we'll play the Ascendancy. Yeah, if he has the Swan Song to counter the Ascendancy, he has it, you know? We can get another one. It's okay. You don't let these things get to you. Okay, there's a Stitcher. So that might be a more sound way to go off instead of the Lumbering. But you don't let these things bother you. Is this like a negate? Is it charm? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Alright. Now, what's nice is it does say target creature, so we just need to Noxious whichever one that he targets with the Reanimate spell. Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay. Well, we got him next turn. I could demonstrate the Lumbering Falls kill, though, if you really want me to, guys. If you want me to, it's a little harder because you spend a lot of mana initially to animate the falls. It's easier if you do have something like a Stitcher or a Caryatid or a Zendikon, Hydroform. But I could demonstrate the Lumbering Falls kill here, probably, if you want to see it. We had it all, guys. We kind of had it all. What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see me try to demonstrate the Lumbering Falls, that it does do work? Don't worry about showing. Well, Mully, this is just Modern League. I don't really care so much if we win or lose. I'd rather demonstrate what the deck can do. Can I show deck list? Yeah, sure. It's got its Force of Wills in the sideboard. If you're playing Modern, always remember you need Force of Will to fight all the different degenerate decks of the format. Now, sometimes I put my Force of Wills in the sideboard when I'm thinking Modern, but I'm just kidding. Alright, Ascendancy. Looks like this. You want me to show off the Lumbering Ascendancy? We could animate the Lumbering Ascendancy down the line. We don't have to do it initially. We could do it down the line. It's kind of tempting to show off the Lumbering Falls kill. It is. Scar Scale. Do I think Legacy is sustainable outside of online? As far as Star City Games is concerned, Daniel, I wrote an article recently. I just put it up today, so pretty recently, for the Patreons, talking about that. In brief, yes, I think it is sustainable. Yeah, we could show off the Lumbering Falls kill. I'm kind of tempted to do it. I'm tempted to do it. And it's not necessarily better because we do have the Stitcher in hand, but it's kind of tempting to kind of show that the deck is able to do this. Just to demonstrate that hands you don't have the Stitcher or the Caryatid, the reason I'm running the Falls is so that you can do this. A link to the article, Daniel. My articles currently are all for people who support the channel. I really do appreciate the support from you guys that come and watch, but I'm talking about those who have joined the Patreon program. And it's not hard to do, and I can show you. It's actually my goal for the month is the Patreons. It's not hard. You can give as much or little as you want. Think Kickstarter. Now here I'm just going to put the Stitcher in the ground. But again, I'm demonstrating that you can go off with the Falls. So we'll pitch alright, Footsteps. He just needed another land. See, I think that he shouldn't have spent, early on in the game, he spent a Simian Spirit Guide just to go for a turn 1 Taigam Scheming, and I think that was his mistake. I think that was his downfall, because this last turn, he needed it. Now, granted, he didn't know about the Noxious in my hand, and this does actually say target. It says return target creature. But that being said, I think if he'd held on to this Simian Spirit Guide that he spent kind of frivolously, in my opinion, on the Taigam Scheming, I think that he could have at least gone for it last turn. Anyway. just my 2 cents. Let's bring back the Stitch. And we're going to Cerulean Wisps here. I think I'm going to Wisps actually the Stitcher because this Lumbering Falls, of course, can only make green or blue mana. So we're going to do this. Probably untap that. Make blue here. Or excuse me, I don't need to do that just yet. I don't need to tap this guy just yet. We only have 1 Ascendancy online. This land is irrelevant. Turn 4, you already made 4 land drops. So we could cast a second Ascendancy here that's pretty desirable. Like so. And then you untap the white source. Ascendancy. So I take it you're okay with the reserve list? I don't really necessarily want to get into that discussion either, Free Will. No worries, Jose. No worries. Now, some of you guys are sitting there like, oh, well, I want your articles for free spawn. Why are you trying to get people to join up on your Patreon? It's simple. In order for me to stream the content for you guys, I'm currently a full-time student. I'm not working right now. That little, like, even if it's just $1, that little amount is what allows me to buy event tickets, allows me to play these events for you guys that you love and enjoy watching. It does make a difference. I think I'm in a Glittering Wish here. It doesn't really matter too much the sequencing after this point. We're netting mana because there's a second Ascendancy. You kind of just got to go through the motions here at this point. Probably pitching some Caryatids along the way. Drew the Swan Song. I mean, we don't need it at this point. So we could grab the Hydroform. Somebody was speculative of the Hydroform. Hydroform is very strong now that I have a Whispers of the Muse in my hand. I'll show you how sweet the Hydroform can be. So let's animate this Steam Vents. A lot of you guys are speculative of the Hydroform. It can be really powerful. Let me show you. Sometimes I just kind of have to show you these cards, and this is an opportunity to do that, this match here. Opponent is likely dead. Likely, unless I make a big mistake. In fact, he's already dead. We got lethal here. But because it's super, super sweet, I am going to buy this back once. Because it's super sweet. Oops. Need to make 1 more mana. Just, it's super sweet, and I love demonstrating that the deck can buy back things like Whispers of the Muse. Exactly, that's what it is. It's a tutorable Zendikon, thank you. Exactly what it is. That's precisely its function in the deck. Precisely. That is what it does. Now, Lumbering Falls' best part is not that it's a manland. There are cheaper manlands you could be running. The best part about this is that it's hexproof. You're not worried about Terminate. You're not worried about Lightning Bolt. You're not worried about Path to Exile. You're not worried about Twisted Image. I've had my Birds of Paradise Twisted Image like 1,000,000 times. It's weird, but people like to run that card because Spellskite gets run. I've had horrible things happen to any creatures that aren't hexproof, so I really like the Caryatids. I really like the Lumbering Falls because your opponent just can't interact. They can't target it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we could do it again. We could Whisper again. So I mean, we could demonstrate that we're totally infinite at this point. You know, we've got a loop. And you don't have to. You know, you don't have to. Opponent is dead on board, but it's kind of neat to show off what the deck can do. Alright, but I think we're done here. I mean, I've kind of showed you guys more or less what the deck can do. The Hydroform basically gives you haste, though. That's relevant here. We're able to swing with the Steam Vents. I could just kill him with the lands. I don't have to attack with the Stitcher. You know. It was tempting to pump the Lumbering Falls to lethal, just kill him with the Lumbering Falls, but... Anyway. Few hundred people. Shepard, it's like 7. We have 7 people who've signed up. They are a dreadful third land, absolutely, Gordon. It is. So you want it to be the first land you play. You do. You want it to be the first land you play, then you'd rather play other lands. That's why I'm running 19 land. What's up, Magus? I agree, Gordon. I mean, I think the hexproof is huge. I think the hexproof is huge. So we win one more game to get our fun monies back. We win a further game than that, and we're looking at... of course, the Legacy Daily is starting in 2 hours. I'll update that. Legacy Daily in 2 hours and counting, gentlemen. 2. Alright, let's jump into another one. Let's play another one. But please let me know if you guys jump on the Patreon. Please let me know so that I can welcome you to the Knights and tell you what the next step is. It's really easy. You just send me your email. I don't spam you. It's just to put you on the Google Drive, basically. Gives you access. And of course, I get to thank you. It's really awesome. Couldn't do this without you guys. Absolutely. Could not do it without you guys. All right. I'd rather not talk about it here, Ewan. The question is, you know, is he playing Burn? This hand's tempting, but it's wrong to keep it. For multiple reasons. I mean, yes, it's got the carry to, yes, it's got a Glittering Wish. You know, yes, it has all the pieces. But it's a no-lander, so I'm going to take a 6 with a Scry. Would you keep a 1-lander with a Windswept? Maybe. Maybe. Slide a hand on top? Probably bottom. Canopy's pretty expensive. Okay, we're playing against elves. It's a pretty linear match. I mean, I can interact a little with the Glittering Wish if I want to. We could Glit Wish for the sweeper, which is pretty relevant. We may have to if he has a fast draw. Opponent was on the play. You gotta think about these little things. I think it's Breeding Pool. No real reason. Not really. So top to bottom. If he has a fast elves draw, we may have to wish next turn for the sweeper. I don't have any canopies, Shepard. It's really expensive. Don't have a single one, friend. I know I know you come in here every time I play the deck. You bring up the canopy. I am aware that you like the card. This is sweet synergy. He gets to make 3 mana here because these are all elves. Oh my god, that is super sweet. Well, why not make more mana, dude? What? Aren't you? Oh. Isn't that a little weird? So, I mean, like, if you wish here for the sweeper, we need 1 more mana to cast the sweeper anyway. We'd also need a red mana at that. Play miracles. True. I don't think I'm gonna go for that. I think we just hope he doesn't kill us next turn. We try to set up our ascendancy. It's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Steam vents. That's kind of how I'm feeling about it. It's a chord for Arbor end of turn. Maybe. I mean, yeah, if he's got like the chord for Reclamation Sage tech, and that sucks too. I can't really win without a sweeper though, can I? What are you talking about, Magus? Deck goes infinite, you tap all their blockers, it's not really a big deal. Are you referring to Yerzy? Like I said, he's on the play. I mean, it's a coin toss. Modern is a coin toss, my friend.